Hey there, what's up? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new, I react to video game music from games I've never heard about or played. I myself am a musician, I'm a guitar player. Today I'm going to be doing a Patreon request for Orange. This is Writhe in Pain from Guilty Gear X2. Reload, the Midnight Carnival, I don't know, it's a lot of names. I'm just going to say Guilty Gear X2. The Return of Guilty Gear, it's been so long. So many comments, so many requests. Hey, go back to Guilty Gear. It's not up to me, but I'm excited. This is, I guess, Milia Rage's theme. I don't know. I've never played Guilty Gear, but I can tell you that the music is fantastic, and I discovered it here on this channel. So without further ado, this is Writhe in Pain. Oh, the return of Daisuke. Yeah. This part sounds a lot like trivia. Oh, Guilty Gear, it's been so long. Damn, I never realized like how aggressively raw that recording is. Well, actually, I don't even know if I've ever heard X2 before. So I'm assuming this is like maybe earlier 2000s or something, just based on the sound quality. Either way, sound quality aside, I actually like that. It has like that characteristic. It sounds really kind of like a garage recording to me. I've been there. So it sounds almost like, how do I describe it? It almost sounds like a demo, I guess. Obviously, it's a lot more professional than one, but it just kind of has that feel to it. I don't know who Milia Rage is. I hope I'm saying her name right, but I saw a picture of her, and that didn't really look like someone who would have that kind of theme. But then again, it's Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear, everyone seems to have a pretty metal tune. But this reminded me so much of reminded me of anything that Symphony X would make. It's pretty much, you know, the genre. Or that's the band that, like, I immediately think of when it comes to this kind of genre, or Children of Bodom, or Kalma, stuff like that. But there was one part at the end. It was a little that kind of riff. That's like Trivium's specialty. They do that a lot, and it sounded to me again with the whole raw sound of it. It sounded to me like Trivium's first album, which sounded very, like they were like teenagers. And the main song is, well, a lot of this album has that kind of riff in it, but the main song, Ember to Inferno, has that same kind of vibe to it, and I thought that was just fantastic. I don't know if there's a name for it. I'm sure guitarists have coined a term for it. I just know it as kind of like a metalcore type riff. Every time you hear, lots of bands do it, I do it. It's just kind of like when the riff is more like single note stuff, so it's like dun 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 dun. It's kind of everywhere, and it was really big in like 2010s. But I always just call it like the metalcore riff. I don't know what the proper term is, but yeah, it's basically just palm muting while making a random like single note lead on the left hand, and there's a lot of that here. This song is just kind of crazy, dude. Guilty Gear has such a almost carefree attitude with it. It just sounds like we don't care. It's gonna sound good. The game looks great. We're gonna do what we want, and I kind of like that. It just has like this attitude to it. I think what's crazier is the fact that the composer is also, correct me if I'm wrong, but the composer is also like the brainchild of this whole series. I believe they did the art, the vocals, like everything basically, which is really cool. It's like a whole passion love project. I mean, everything about it just screams like this is their baby. I don't know how they had the opportunity to do that, but I mean, they obviously confided in this person, and damn, they did a fantastic job with that, because Daisuke is kind of a genius in so many ways. Like, even if I had no idea what this is, right, I'm just looking at like the logo. I see chains, I see like, reload looks cool, everything just looks rad, right? Like, it grabs your attention super hard, and then once you see the game, and then once you play the game, it's just like, holy moly, it looks like a real life, anime or something. And then you hear the music, and it just kind of completes the whole package. I have yet to play the game, but I have seen much footage of it, and I'm just kind of amazed. The whole thing looks and sounds fantastic, and it's something that I would love to get into, but alas, I have no time. But I get to enjoy the music in the meantime, and there's still so much more Guilty Gear. There's still more, even Milia's themes that I have to do. Apparently they're not the same throughout the series, so that's kind of interesting to me, because usually in fighting games, at least, themes kind of typically stay. So that's cool. So yeah, let me know what version of Milia's themes you like. Let me know what you think of this song. I loved it. And just let me know what other Guilty Gear songs tickle your fancy. I know the Guilty Gear community is alive and well, currently still, and that's awesome. And I just wish I can hear all the songs at once, but I can't. So please let me know more. If you want to make a request to me, you can request on Patreon or PayPal. Either are okay, but they're not necessary. With the guarantee that I will check out your song eventually. If you do not want to wait, there's the Platinum tier, which Orange here was a part of, and that's how they got their request to the top. So big thank you to Orange, and a big thanks to my other supporters, Justin, Roguemog, Vincent, Jester, Kevin, Thomas, Moon Knight, and your average metalhead. That's a lot of people. The spots are filling up. It's only 10 people. So, and a big thank you to my other supporters as well, of course. I cannot forget you guys, and to you for watching, whether you like this series or not. Thank you guys for sharing this with me and letting me know that I live under a rock. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Peace.